Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Talking Bits, the show where I take you behind the scenes of SchloerBITS and I share with you all of my DIY video production and content creation tips and tricks. Today, it's another very special episode where you literally get to go behind the scenes of the SchloerBITS process and you get to see me editing. And I realized as I was filming this episode behind the scenes that I don't have a whole lot to tell you about editing. The main point I want to make in this episode is that you can do it. You can figure out how to edit. I figured out how to edit. I am self-taught as an editor. You can do it. You can figure out how to do it. You can edit your own videos. There's so many free tools out there these days that make it really easy. Please enjoy this episode of Talking Bits where I take you behind the scenes of the editing process of SchloerBITS. I don't have a whole lot to tell you about editing because to me, I feel like it's a very personal thing. It's sort of something that you have to learn on your own. I don't really have any advice for you on how to edit or how to figure out how to edit. Actually, that's not true. I do have advice for you on how to figure out how to edit. Look it up on YouTube or Google, ask your friends, things like that. Because I am entirely self-taught with editing, and the only way that I learned how to do it was by looking up tutorials online and asking my friends and my husband for advice and to find out like how do you do certain things in your program and stuff like that. So it's up to you to learn how to do it, and you can totally learn how to do this. I was so intimidated. Look at this. What is this? I was so intimidated when I started using Adobe Premiere Pro. I had no idea what all this junk was, and now there's still stuff in here that I have no idea what it is, but I know the tools that I have to use, and then if I'm like, it'd be really handy if I could get this clip to do this thing or whatever, I look it up online and see if that's an option, and then sure enough, usually it is. Because I'm entirely self-taught, I can't really teach you how to edit in a video. Like, somebody else can do that. There are tons of tutorials out there, and that's what I relied on to know how to edit and to find out how to edit. So my main point, the main thing that I want to tell you about editing, and the main point that I want to get across to you about editing for this episode of Talking Bits is you can do it. It's intimidating, there's a learning curve, and it seems scary at first, but you can definitely do it. You have more power than you think you do, and you have more capabilities than you think you do. You can definitely do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Like I said, I am entirely self-taught. I had to figure out how to do this. I still don't know how to really do this. I still have ideas or thoughts, and I'm like, how do I do this? I don't know. And then I look it up. You look it up online, and 9 times out of 10, I find the answer that I need. And you can do that. So get yourself some free editing software. There are a ton of options out there. I will try to look some up and put links in the description below to some free editing software. I know that if you have a Mac, iMovie is a great editing software. Also, Adobe Premiere Pro, as intimidating as it looks, was fairly easy for me to figure out how to do. And also, the tutorials online are really helpful. And it's $20 a month for, pretty much professional editing equipment or editing software. So, it's an investment, but it's something that you could do if you wanted to. And also for, I think it's $50 a month, you get everything Adobe, like everything. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to send me your questions about SchloerBITS and DIY video production and content creation. Any questions at all that you have, send those over to SchloerBITS@gmail.com, and I will be sure to answer them. Also, tune in every Tuesday for a new episode of Talking Bits, and every Saturday for a new episode of SchloerBITS. Yay! Thanks, guys. Bye!